I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well. You enjoying the Fringe as of now?
Yeah, it's great. It's just far enough in where you're still enjoying the party and it's taking its toll on my body.
What point? I always think that you always say I'm going to stop drinking probably after about day 3, and I'm going to rattle on, but you're still at the end going, should have done that.
I think it'll be about day 10 or 11 where I have a complete body shutdown and have to be wheeled to my show on a hospital bed.
Yes, I'll try to make them laugh. I promise. Yeah. So what's your show about then this year?
My show? It's called Obviously Adopted, and because I am adopted, and it's a show. It's really just a really dark, honest hour of stand-up.
Right.
With there's a large chunk of it about being adopted, so I took that as the name because it's kind of one of the more interesting angles in the show.
It's got a jarring type as well.
Yeah.
So is it pretty honest then? I think. Is it quite
Yeah,
honest?
definitely. That my style. I hope so.
Yeah. So was that quick? Is that harder for you to write because it's kind of like?
No, I find it really easier to write. Like I love taking something out of my life that seems like dark and personal, and then making a bunch of strangers laugh at it. You know, it makes it okay. It makes it easy to.
Because a lot of comics say this. That, like, the best thing to do is like take the bad stuff and try to make them funny. They all think you're great because you just make them laugh.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it seems to be the approach is go. No, I'll just look at my dark life and just try to make humor out of it.
I mean, I wish I could write a joke about like what socks I have in my drawers and. And how many? I already saw it once in the Fringe, or how many oh, these clothes hangers. Ooh, yes, wooden clothes. I want if that was my act, I'd be a way happier person. I wish it would. As is, it's like adoption and blackout drunk stories and
Keep level down for everybody. Yeah. So, what's your kind of opinion on the Fringe? Because a lot of people say that it's quite a scary thing. It's like a whole month, and it's always like somebody described it earlier on as the kind of the exam at the end, a big year of studying kind of thing. Is that how you see it? Or?
For me, this is my first hour show, so for me, it's really exciting to try to craft an hour and to make my act into something that I have no warm up and I can just go up and I'm the whole show. So I found that really exciting and a really good challenge, and especially since I am a really kind of dark and sometimes abrasive comedian, it's a challenge to try to warm an audience up with weird material.
Yeah. So before the term that comes up is Fringe fever. It partly hits people 2 days before the Fringe. Did you have that? Were you going to go and shit, it's here?
Not really, because I was in Just for Laughs in Montreal, which is a week where it's pretty well paid, and there's a bunch of celebrities there, and there's nothing to do.
Right.
So it's the complete opposite of the Fringe.
Really? Okay.
So whereas here there's everything to do all the time, and I'm only losing money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that's one of the things as well I want to talk about is that a lot of people say that they lose a lot of money from coming to the Fringe, and I'm always really curious to why people sort of really go for it. Then it's like and really essentially make themselves in a bad place.
Hopefully it's an investment. I think it's kind of like a trade show. You're showing yourself to the industry and everyone in comedy, and maybe they'll buy what you're doing.
Hopefully,
yeah. Or maybe you can get a part-time job at a computer store.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, I mean, that's the thing, because it's like, especially when I was on there about the sort of 2 weeks in, everybody always goes, I can't go on.
Yeah.
Like, this is it now. Do you think you're going to hit that stage?
I don't know. Last year, I partied a lot harder than this year, and I was just a zombie the whole time. I would come alive on stage and look like a person, and then revert back to zombie state directly after I got off stage. But this year, I feel I have a lot more energy, and I'm taking care of myself a lot better. So I think I'll do okay.
Yeah, that's good then. So if you had like an unlimited budget, say, to try and sell your show, like a big event, what would you do?
I'd pay people to come.
I see, that's the
Isn't that the obvious answer?
Yeah, it's like somebody earlier on said, I'd just get more flyers, really get an extra couple
I'd just
bucks.
pay, I'd be like,
unlimited budget.
if I had unlimited budget, I'd just pay everyone £10 to come see my show.
There you go.